Konnichiwa minna. Hello everybody. In this video I want to do a match report of my TCG live matches. So I will be doing these videos every single Tuesday. So if you like these types of videos from me, definitely subscribe down below. So let's get started. So going on with my stats, victories is 112, losses is 123, and total matches played is 235, and I have a 1 winning streak. So that is my stats. Basically the two decks that I have played the most is Chien-Pao and Charizard. So I've been going back and forth between those two decks. With Gardevoir, I really did not play Gardevoir all too much because I think it's a little slow, like, to set up in my opinion. So I didn't use that deck all too much just because it took forever to set up, and by the time I did set up, my opponent has already won. So that's my problem with that deck. Me personally, like when I was playing it, or maybe I've just been playing it wrong, who knows. I'm definitely not an expert when it comes to the TCG. But like a lot of decks that I played against, recently I've been facing against a lot of Gholdengo decks, which is really cool, really strong. Gholdengo EX, which basically, if Gholdengo is in the active, like essentially you get to draw 2 cards, and that ability does stack. So essentially, if you have all of the Gholdengos on your board, you could draw 5 cards a turn, which is insane. And I did face like Giratina, I did face Charizard EX, I did face Miraidon, other Gardevoir decks, Roaring Moon's another one, which I really hate playing against that deck. I really have not been playing like too much. Like, I've only been playing enough to get the quests done, and I think the reason is I'm just not a huge fan of this format. Like, me personally, I have not been a huge fan of this format because I just feel that going first is essential, and having the VIP pass is very essential. Like, if you can go first and you have the VIP pass in your hand, you just automatically win. And it's like, I just don't like that. I don't like it how it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh right now, where going first is like crucial, and if you don't go first, you just lose. And I'm just not liking that format right now. And then Path to the Peak. I really cannot stand Path to the Peak. I don't like that card at all. And I cannot wait for that card to get rotated out, because that card just shuts down so many decks. And that's the biggest downfall when it comes to Charizard. Because with Charizard, like, the thing that hurts it, like, his Path to the Peak. Because with that deck, if you just can't hit Infernal Rain, then you lose. And that's the sad thing about Charizard, is that you have to get the ability off, because if you don't, you're probably going to lose. And that's how I lost like a lot of my games when I played Charizard, because like I can't use the ability because of Path to the Peak. And sometimes I would just not have energy in the deck in order to use that ability. So that's a big issue there. And then also Mimikyu. Basically the Mimikyu that blocks EXs and Vs from attacking. That is annoying too. And then we got Aegis Slash, which does the same thing, and I'm like yeah, like it is a stage 1, so you have to evolve it, but still, I'm just sick of that card too. Just, man. But yeah. Oh, like, and also, this one match that I played, so I'll say this, and then I guess this might be the end of the video, but like a certain match that I played. So I was playing Gardevoir, and then I was facing a person that was playing Iron Valorant. And basically, they just slaughtered my field in 2 turns. Because you would have the Iron Valorant, and I think this person had like 4 of them on their bench, like using like I think Ultra Ball and maybe some Nest Balls. So they have the Iron Valorants on the field. with its ability, like if it moves from the active to the bench, you get to put 2 damage counters on a Pokemon. So I think I had maybe like 2 on the bench and then of course 1 on the active. So they would just put the 2 damage counter, put the two damage counters and retreat. Same thing. And then they would use switches, they would use escape ropes, they would use switching carts to go back and forth between the Iron Valiants, because it is not a hard, oh, you could only use this ability once per turn, period. Like if you have multiple copies of that card, you could do that multiple times a turn as long as you have the switches to do it, which they did. And then they also have the Champ, which has like the yoga kick. So basically, if you knock out a Pokemon with this attack, you get an extra turn. And that is insane. So they had a whole second turn. So they drew their card, they attached their energy, they had the Hente V on the bench, they had their Magma Basin to power up that Entei, and then they moved the Entei to the active position, and basically like Suicune, basically like Raikou, I think it hits 20 for every, I think it hits for 20 and plus 20 more for each Pokemon on the bench. And then they just knocked me out there, and I'm like, man, that sucks. That really does suck. Like, I only had 1 turn. That's all I had. I only had 1 turn. Like, if I needed one more, I needed 1 more turn, and then I would have gotten the Gardevoirs out that I needed, but unfortunately, they basically slaughtered my field, but oh well. So yeah, so hopefully this next rotation coming up in April will be better, because Path to the Peak would be gone, because I'm sick and tired of that card. I'm sick and tired of VIP Pass. Maybe, I think it's Buddy Poffin, I think is the card that's going to be replacing VIP Pass. But hopefully that card will be better than VIP Pass, because I'm just not a huge fan of VIP Pass. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this video down below. And also, let me know about your matches down below. I would love to know. So, yeah. So, also down in the description of this video, I'll definitely put my name in the description. And here is my my avatar. So, yeah, guys. So, like, I'm sorry if you can't see that, but that is my avatar. So if you see this avatar, you know who you're facing against. So yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time.